Hi, this is Lakhi Singh, the property fixer, here to fix you and help you grow your property and your business affairs to the next level. So if you're looking for knowledge and insights about how to get involved in property, solve your problems about scalability in your property business, then do watch our 20-minute clips. We've taken them from hundreds and, well, thousands of videos that we've taken over the last 6 months, and we've broken them into simple chunks which can make them useful for you. So do watch and do subscribe to our YouTube channel underneath as well.
Literally using social media as a way of actually getting access to people that want help in their property endeavors, whether they want to buy, they want to sell. So that's quite an exciting prospect. And the reason I think that's going to help a lot of people is that it's going to be make it a lot easier to deal with their why. So if their why is that at the moment nobody's really looking at why you want something and giving them what they want. They're looking at it very much from a postcode point of view. It's very much focused, concentric around a postcode or a road. But ours is going to be looking at, when you look at the 4 or 5 ratings like on TripAdvisor, you like, where are the best schools and amenities? Is it near a high street? From a development point of view, what's the likely yield I'm going to get from this property? Is it a high yielding area for investment? So a lot of these things are going to be like a set benchmark. So you're just going to make it a lot easier for a property investor to know straight away whether this is a potential deal or not. So they can actually compare all the ratings about the property, a bit like you do in TripAdvisor. So it's something completely different. And it's actually using social media, which is, I mean, we couldn't have really planned it any better in a weird way, because everybody's now on social media, got plenty of time in their hands, and everything's moving towards digital. So, and our model is actually not constrained by high costs of SEO like Rightmove charge 2,000 to 3,002 agents, and Zoopla charge as well. And Purple Bricks have got more of a dynamic model, but all these models are based upon traditional markets, not in a crash. So I could actually be one of the biggest or busiest online agents in the UK. Lakhi Singh, the fixer. Okay, so that's number 2 product.
Hoover, the Groover.
Sorry, the Groover, Hoover, Prover, Louver.
The Mover, yeah.
So, yeah, what's your thoughts about the online market? Do you know much about the property market online? Considering I think you were an estate agent, how did you find companies like Rightmove? Do you think something like this? Because I don't want to be presumptuous that it's going to be really big. But what do you make of using social media, TripAdvisor, and actually a zero cost sort of model to capture a market that nobody's thought about, using this sort of angle?
Well, good that you're going into property tech and looking to disrupt the market, because the models that are coming in, like you said, with the likes of the big beast, which is Rightmove, you have a duopoly. You've also got onthemarket.com, and then I was reading the other day that another estate agency is looking to set up their own online model. When I when I was an estate agent, we had a lot of people come in that were using online ones like Purple Bricks being a main one, and they were saying that the Purple Bricks take money from you from the beginning. They charge you, so they get the money whether the property gets sold or not. And I've got to be careful here that it's not really fair for the buyer or the seller in that case. So what you're look is you're turning it a little bit over, because what happens is when a estate agent sells the property, obviously, they get their commission of the seller. Whereas you're saying that you're going to be charging low commission, but you're going to be charging a buyer's fee. It's funny you should say that. The government was looking to do something like this to the vendors, but then obviously with the revolving door with the housing secretaries that keep coming and going all the time, they obviously put that on the back burner. But yeah, the issue with the big ones like Rightmove and Zoopla is they estate agents don't feel that they've got another choice. I mean, on the market has, but it's ripe for disruption. I don't think there's a proper way of disrupting the property market, rather like Airbnb did bed and breakfasts and Uber's done with the mini cabs. So you guys could be the Uber, Airbnb of the property market. So the online model is we're all home at the moment. We don't know how long this pandemic is going to carry on and continue. So an online model would be probably, in fact, there's a very famous saying by Benjamin Disraeli: "No one can stop an idea whose time has come." So it could be this idea to launch.
That's a very good quote. I like that.
Put you. It would put you. I'd say you'd be maybe in pole position, because people are looking. They're looking to sell, they're looking to rent. I mean, that won't stop because people need places to live. So I definitely would be very interested in that property technology.
Okay, perfect.
Company that wouldn't want you. There's definitely a market in it. There's another.
Okay, so I think that's the second thing that we're working on. That's I think again poised towards helping people and also creating a model that's going to make things easier for people. And because everything's online, and it's gonna be all. What we're going to be doing is we've got 9 groups now, and we're hiring staff to actually manage the 9 groups across the country. So I've already got a couple of full-time people now helping me. I mean, even this group that we've grown now is going to hit 2,000 in the next few days. I think we only started the group a few months back. I think at least 4 or 5 months back. And it's sort of grown from strength to strength.
Phenomenal growth there.
So I think it's going to get quite interesting in terms of the prop tech play out there anyway. So I've got a lot of work to do in terms of getting those decks ready. So because we're going to be looking to raise about we've already raised about $1 million into the company. We're looking to raise about another 2 million into the company. So anybody who's interested in investing into the project, just interested, even if you want to invest a few thousand, we may consider really getting more like a crowdfund doing it.
Okay.
So minimum.
I think a crowdfund would be the way to go.
Yeah, so I think the crowdfund we may consider. So at the moment, I think we're just looking at all the options and putting all the decks together. So I've got a really busy week cut out to do all of that. So number 2 is prop tech and making a better solution in a very difficult and complex market full of flux. So that's number 2. Number 3, we also, not everybody is aware, we also run a company called Immediate Bank Claims, and that company stops repossession in 24 hours anywhere in the country, literally. And in this market, I can see a lot of people having problems because they may not be able to pay their bills, their mortgages, and if you're a business person, you may not be able to afford your premises. If you're a property landlord, if you've got tenants that haven't paid you, and you've also lost your own job, and if interest rates also go up, it's going to be the perfect storm in terms of, you know, putting you in a very difficult situation. So having 24 hours, sort of 24-hour service to help people. Now you know probably, Raj, why we call ourselves the Rescue Associates, because the RAC, because it's all about helping
Rescue
people.
My Property, yeah.
Well, the RAC model. And so basically, immediate banks claims can actually help you stop repossession for your business, for your properties, for your personal property. So that's number 3. There's quite a lot going on with that. I'm going to try and cover off all the others. I think we only got a couple of minutes. We did start a bit late, but we'll do another extra 5 minutes. I'm actually today I've had to drive in because I've had come out of Kensington, and now I am in sunny Southall at my parents' actually outside, because I have to take my one of my family members to a very important appointment with the doctors. So nothing too serious, nothing COVID-19 related, but I think I have to do that really, because it's very important. That's why, fortunately, I had to drive in today and do the show. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, number 3. So prop tech. So RAC, prop tech, Laurel Properties. Number 3 is immediate bank claims, helping people stop repossession. Then thirdly, we also run a program under Rescue My Properties, which is called the DP3 program, which stands for Detox Property Portfolio Program. Now, a lot of people may not be aware of this, but if they've got 10, 15 properties and
I wasn't aware of it.
Yeah, if they've got 10, 15 properties and they're getting into negative equity, or they've got some sort of HMRC tax issue or whatever, we're specialists in portfolio restructuring. So what we can do is we can go in, help you to refinance it, help you to sell it, and if there's negative equity problems, we've got the ability to get the negative equity actually written off altogether, so there isn't any debt on your properties anymore, and actually give you a clean credit report. So that is phenomenal, and we've been working on that for the last 15 years or so, deploying that solution, and that solution has come together about a year ago. And then now
that's awesome.
I think what's going to happen is that if prices do crash, as it looks like it may happen, that solution actually could be the one that's going to be a sort of lifesaver for potentially hundreds of thousands of landlords, especially in places like South Wales, where already they're up, you know, they've got so much regs in place that it's almost a prison sentence actually to have properties now, because you have to follow so much regs that a lot of the properties that people have aren't necessarily it's not going to be possible to be running those property portfolios effectively as a business. It's more cost and red tape than there is time to be able to dealing with that and the cost of it. So that's number 4 in terms of what we do, the DP3 program. Were you aware of the DP3 program, Raj?
Well, I think I was aware that you did restructuring of landlords. I didn't know what the top property program. I think that it's definitely a market for that. You know, like you said, there's a lot of legislation.
Well, I think you probably.
I don't know if people know this with the MIRAS, where you could use your expenses.
I'm saying you're probably the most
charging
I'm just saying you're probably one of the most informed people now about what we do.
Wales.
Yeah, well, what we do as a company.
Yeah. No, I just didn't know what the program was for, but I know that you were.
Okay. All right. Number 5.
Get in touch with Lakhi. Don't suffer in silence.
Okay. Number 5 is that we also have access to a lot of private lenders that are unregulated, so we can help out in special situations. If you're losing a house, you're losing your properties, you're losing your business, you're in dispute with the HMRC, you've got some sort of probate issue, could be a divorce matter even, but we've got the expertise actually to deal with any sort of complex situation in terms of finance raising as well. So we do bridging finance, first charge, second charge. We can help raise business loans, even got access to personal loan providers. So there's no, I mean, if you look at those 5 areas of business, so that area of the business is called management consultants for you. And that specializes in helping people deal with more the consultancy side. It could even be developing a business plan to grow your business. It could be looking at a strategy to use your pension funds to invest into property. It could be even far as helping you to raise equity for a startup, for a fintech project or a prop tech project. So that's our advisory side of the business, which is very much about business planning, tax solutions, trust structures, these type of things. So what can I say? We've developed all these products and solutions in anticipation of helping people in this market.
One-stop shop.
Yeah, and the reality of it, the honest truth of it, Raj, is that those business service lines haven't been very busy. We've had them set up for years and years, and we've just been doing the battle practice and learning really all the idiosyncrasies of that particular area of business. Now, that's taken a lot of hard work. I mean, that's why you got a bit of white there. I've been told I need to color it in. Actually, you might see a different color tomorrow. So basically, all of that.
It makes you look distinguished.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying, like, you're doing the heavy lifting, yeah?
What happened there? I don't know. Okay, so some music came on. I think my dad's ringing me because I've got to go and take my mum to an appointment. But it's quite far away, so it's difficult for him to drive. So fortunately, even with lockdown, got to do certain things, get things done out of the way. So I think any last minute, Raj, any points you want to make?
All I would like to say, firstly, thank you, Lakhi, for bringing me on again. Secondly, I would say, yeah, if you are out there, you're a landlord, or you're looking for funding, or you're even looking for an income opportunity, go to the Rescue My Rescue Associates consulting model, and you're on your way. You know, it's free to join. What have you got? You've got nothing to lose. You've got everything to gain. And I'll leave this last point that Ameo Angela that say people don't know how much you know, don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So if you, and I know that Lakhi is not just a successful business, he cares. I've known him for a long time. He genuinely cares. He wants to help people. So get in touch. Don't suffer in silence. If you want to talk to me, you're welcome to. I'm on Facebook, you know, and yeah, we can have a chat. So with that, I will let you go. Sending everyone love hearts. Please take care of your health. Keep safe and sound.
Okay, thank you, Raj. Appreciate you coming on the show.
And we'll see you on the next drive time.
Thank you, Raj.
I'm very humbled and very honored to be on this show.
Okay, thank you, Raj, for coming on.
Make sure you
appreciate you coming on.
You get your mother to the
quick shout out to all the viewers. I think because we've had a bit of a technical glitch with the helicopter today, VJSL couldn't make it, but he sends his love from VJSL and wanted to say to all of you, like Raj says, actually,
He'll be back tomorrow.
we're here to help. Lakhi Singh, the property fixer. If you're looking for solutions, you're involved in property business, looking for a new income, contact us. I mean, it doesn't really matter what situation you're in.
Yeah.
If I'm very well connected in the heart of the
Contact.
city. If I can help you to find a job in your area, might be able to,
That's
give you
brilliant.
a recommendation or put you in touch with somebody. I'm always happy to help. It's an open door. So with that, I leave you, love you and leave you. You have a wonderful day, and hope today, Tuesday, is one of the best days, and you have everything that you want to achieve today come true. And if you're feeling that it's not, then talk to us. We'll make it happen. Or we'll try our best anyway.
That's great.